I'm Leslie White. I teach first grade at Smith Elementary, and I am just walking you through Lexia and what it looks like after a student has taken a placement test. They have to log in again with their student login and password. So this is after the placement test that Lexia has placed them where they should start. Now this is starting at a level 9. So that's pretty high even for in first grade at the beginning. That would be at the end of first grade. So most students won't place that high for kindergarten, first grade at the beginning. This could be more of where a second grader may start the year at. So you're seeing Lexia at a level 9, so more advanced skills. And it gives the kids a little cute little opening at the beginning, showing them culture. Now I'm hitting on sight words. I wanted you to see what a level 9 working with sight words looks like. And they will give maybe 3 to 4, sometimes 5 sight words that they're focusing on. So you can see says is one of them. So it's having the student to drag the box to find that word. And it will be repeating it over and over, some of these same words, because they're really focusing on these certain words right now. And you can see I've missed one on purpose because I want you to see what happens when a student doesn't get it right multiple times. So I'm missing does. I've missed it a couple times now. So this is the first instruction. Now it's taking me to the second level of instruction because I'm not understanding this word. I'm not getting it right. So they're giving more intense instruction about this word. And it's a little easier activity to try to recognize it. And if you notice, it keeps spelling it out loud to them. It's making them find that same word that they missed over and over.
Does. D-O-E-S. Great. This is the word does. It has
so now
the
they've
letters
identified it, they found it, now they're making them spell it. So you can see that the letters are out of order. They're going to have to drag the letters, and they will do this a couple times. Again, this is the more intense instruction. They've missed it a couple of times on the first level of instruction. So this is more of a second. We're going to teach it to the student in a different way.
Now you try. Put the letters in order to spell the word. The word is does. D. O. E. S. Does. The word is does.
So they've made the student then have to spell this about 3 times now. So we've identified it, we've spelled it 3 times, multiple times, for the student to understand this word.
Does. Says.
If you notice, it had a yellow line. We had to get that yellow line across. Now we're back to where we started at. It's going to review some of the sight words, and then it's going to hit that does again. Now if you notice, there's a green line growing at the bottom of the screen, and you should make sure your students know that that green line should go all the way to the end before they get out of an activity. So that's what I'm showing you here. I'm not going to X out of this activity until that green line is all the way across. And then if you see that yellow line like what we saw, you can tell that that was the second kind of line of instruction that they had struggled, and they're getting extra help on that. So you can see that they're hitting those same words, many and why and says and does, over and over for the student to learn those words.
Does. Says.
And this is the last word, and the green line is all the way across. So this is what happens at the end of this activity.
Now these irregular words.
Now we're on the
Let's try
second
spelling them.
activity
The
of
word
starting
is
another sight word
says,
lesson.
as in, the duck
And the
says
child just
quack.
gained a unit. You can see that a little pink square of that circle filled in, and that's gaining a unit. So I have X'd out of that, and I'm going to show you what another activity in a different skill set looks like. So on this one, they're having to
Dog, and pig
categorize
are
words.
all animals. They are related. Ham, bean, and pie are all foods. They are related. Sort the words into 2 categories.
So we're just dragging how these words go together. This gets done pretty quickly, but you can see that the green line, make sure your student knows the green line needs to go all the way to the end before they stop this activity. Otherwise, they're not going to gain any units. They will show time, but they won't gain a unit.
Red, green belong to the category color. Flute, bell, drum belong to the category music.
So we finished that activity. They give a little fun activity at the end for the students to see. And I'm showing you now all the skills that they will be working on in level 9. So they have to do the first level before they get to the second level. Now this is the main screen, and you can see that the student has worked on it for 17 minutes and gained 2 units. So you want to look at that. The student will see this daily. You want to look at this to show the units of what they're gaining.
Thank you for watching our Lexia series with Leslie White. This concludes this portion of the series, but if you're interested in learning more, please feel free to take a look in the description box below where you'll be able to find the links to the other videos that we've made in regards to Lexia.